Welcome back to another tabletop video, everyone. Tonight we are taking a look at a new handgun light from the company Nightstick. This is their high-candela handgun weapon light, the TWM-30-T. The T stands for Turbo, and it boasts 900 lumens and 66,000 candela. As always, with our light reviews, we're going to unbox it, then look at all of the included accessories and all of the light's features. And then we'll take it outside after dark to see how it performs. And I'm even going to show you how it looks mounted on multiple handguns in tonight's WVGunsNGoats video. But go ahead and headbutt that subscribe button to join the herd. So I have reviewed one of Nightstick's handgun lights before. I believe it was the TCM-10 model. And I'm going to link that down in the description below if you're looking for a compact weapon light. If you're wondering why I review so many flashlights, well, it's content that's generally safe from the YouTube censors, but it's also nice to be able to see in the dark. And let me tell you, it gets pretty dark out here in West Virginia. And I like to have some kind of illumination if I hear something making noise outside and I decide to go check it out. These Nightstick lights are a pretty good budget light if you're looking for something to outfit a bunch of different handguns in your collection with. I have found this light online for around $130-ish. Although when talking to Nightstick, they said that there are police departments that are carrying these lights, and they wanted a model that could cut through the dark window tint on vehicles. And that was the driving force to create a high candela weapon light for handguns. Now remember, when we're talking about lumens versus candela, lumens is the total amount of light output the unit has. It's kind of like running a hose nozzle on full open setting, where you get a ton of water coming out at once, but it doesn't go very far. Candela is the amount of light focused on a certain area. It's like using a hose nozzle on the jet setting, where you get a concentrated beam of water that goes really far and is more powerful. And at 66,000 candela, that should make this light able to throw a beam really, really far. Also, warning for photosensitive viewers, this light does have a strobe mode, but I'll warn you before I activate it. Let's look at the box before we open it up. We've got a nice viewing window here where we can see the light itself inside the box. 900 lumens, 66,000 candela. We got some company info down here. On the back here it says, Nightstick, life depends on light, mounts to most handguns, sharp, tight beam for increased range, enhanced single motion switches, durable anodized finish, and it's waterproof. Some standards here are the 900 lumens, the 66,000 candela, 1 hour and 45 minutes of runtime, 2 meter drop resistance, a beam distance of 514 meters, and a 1 meter submersion rating. It also says we have easily programmable switches, a battery safe mode on and off, hold both switches for 3 seconds, strobe mode, click both switches 5 times. And then the package includes the light, 4 inserts for different rails, 2 screws, 2 CR123 batteries, because this is not a rechargeable light, an Allen wrench, instruction manual, and it has a limited lifetime warranty. On the side here we have a QR code that you can scan to see a firearm fit guide. That's everything on the box. Let's go ahead and open it up. Here's everything that came in the box. First, we've got our rail plates here. And the nice thing about these plates, they are well marked. You can see the letters are large and easy to see. But these are also metal. You don't see that often. Most of the time, these rail plates are actually made out of plastic. Then we have a little fold-out instruction manual here. And the light itself. So it's an aluminum body. We have the P4 plate installed. I can only assume that is to fit Glock handguns, so that's the reason that that one is installed from the factory, since it's the most common type of handgun out there. Then we have a thumb screw here with a coin slot to tighten it down, so you don't need a screwdriver or anything. You just stick a coin in there and tighten it down. Up front, we've got a high polish reflector there. Then back here we have plastic activation buttons and a Phillips head screw to open the battery door. And you have to open that when you first get it because it says remove inside tab to operate. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a Phillips screwdriver. Oh, I did find an old Olight Valkyrie. I don't use this light because after a while it started making a high-pitched whistling noise, but you can see its size compared to the Nightstick there. So I've undid the battery door retaining screw so we can look inside the light. We have these 3 little pegs right there. Energizer lithium batteries. Looking down inside, we can see rubber cushions to help soak up the recoil. And then on the side here, we have engraved the battery direction icons. So on the left one, the positive goes up. And on the right one, it has an icon to show you that the positive goes down. And then this appears to be recoil isolated as well. We'll fold that back up and I'll tighten that back down. So while looking in the manual, the P4 is the plate for Glock handguns. And if you scan that QR code on the side of the box, you can find out what plate you need for your specific handgun. To put this on the handgun, what you're going to want to do is loosen this screw up here and then push. And you see how it separates the clamp jaws? Well, you're going to want to put this side on the side of your handgun, press this and kind of roll it onto the rail, and then let go of that button. And when it's on that rail, then you just tighten her down, and then the light will be installed on your handgun rail. This light has a momentary on, a constant on, and a strobe mode. Let's go ahead and go through those modes. These buttons do not press upwards, only downwards. For momentary on, you just press and hold, and then when you release your finger off the button, the light will turn off. For constant on, just click the button, and it will stay on until you click it off again. To activate strobe mode, you have to turn that on first, and just a warning to photosensitive viewers, we are going to have strobes from here on out. To do so, first press both buttons 5 times. It will strobe at you to let you know you can now use strobe mode. To use the strobe, you just click the button 2 times, hold it on the second click, and the strobe will stay on until you release the button. There it is, easy as that. 1, 2, strobe mode. 1, 2, strobe mode. And then it goes off when you release it. This also has a mode that can lock out these buttons from being activated. To do so, you press both of them downwards and hold them until the light flashes. And now the light is in lockout mode. It will not activate until you hold both of these buttons down again. And there's the flash to let us know that the light is back to normal operation. We are out here after dark on the range with the Nightstick high-candela handgun weapon light. These targets in front of us are at about 17 yards. Let's go ahead and look at the beam on the close-up targets here. That beam really lights up those targets. Now, photosensitive warning, I'm going to try out the strobe mode that this light has. Ahead of us at about 70 yards, there's a barn and a baler. Behind that is the tree line at around 100 yards. Let's see how the high candela weapon light does. Got a pretty tight spotlight there, and that is thanks to that high candela beam. Just really puts the light out there. Now I am at about 70 yards from the camera. I'm going to shine the beam back at the camera so you can see it from a distance point of view. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for this video on the Nightstick high candela handgun light. if you'd like to check out all of the lights that Nightstick makes, because they do make more than just handgun and other firearm weapon lights. They make a whole bunch of handheld lights as well as headlamps and other items. You can check them out at www.nightstick.com. This has been another WV Guns and Goats video. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And remember, if you're not out there having fun shooting, what are you doing?